Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Micah Benson for those of you who do not know me, and I'm so excited to one, either welcome you back, or two, give you the official welcome to this safe place, this oasis of love, peace, and happiness, a place where we talk about what's real, we explore our past, we begin to understand our present while hoping for the better things that we know to be true about our journeys and ourselves in the future. This is video 2 that I will be uploading to my channel, and I'm so excited. One, because I'm able to share more of my story with the hope that it encourages you. And two, it gives you something peaceful or something hopeful or just something good to watch, either while you're at work, in the bed before you go to sleep. Maybe it's the first thing you tune into in the morning. Whatever it is, wherever I fit into your daily routine, where you sacrifice 15 to 20 minutes to hear my voice or to hear my story with the hopes that it encourages you. I'm so grateful to do that, and I'm so excited. For me, today is Sunday, and today's been a very interesting day. Every week I work a full-time job. I have my business in the clothing line From Trauma to Triumph, so I handle that every week. I do content on social media, and I do content on YouTube. In addition to just making time for myself, my family, my loved ones, my peace, all of that, y'all, happens within a week. And so I have to be very strategic and organized in the things that I do, specifically, because y'all tried it last time in that last video. So I'm trying to say the word better this time. I talk fast, mind your business. But specifically, doing videos and content and taking pictures, this is a lot. So today is just different. I plan days in my week to take pictures, to get dolled up, to do the whole YouTube content thing. And while I want to be real, I'm not going to look a mess. So all of this just takes me time. All in all, I'm really excited to do it because it means I get to share with you. It means you get to tune in and either read a caption on Instagram that encourages you or come to this video and you're able to be uplifted, motivated, and inspired. So today's Sunday. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, I'm greedy. That's my problem. But today is Sunday, and I've been so excited for today. Squeezing in time to do content is hard. I know I've mentioned it, but y'all, it's really hard. And this week, I've just been really discouraged. I've had a really heavy heart. It's been a really tough week for me to be positive and kind of to believe in myself, especially this journey. And a lot has been revealed to me as I prayed to God for strength and for discernment in this time. A lot is revealed to me. He always speaks to me. And the one thing I've been hearing for me, and hopefully it encourages you to give, is to give myself grace. And I thought about school, instantly thought about school. I thought about how, for those of you who haven't really been following me, I'm a smarty pants, graduated high school at 15, got my bachelor's degree in criminal justice with a concentration in pre-law at 19, and then everybody thought I was gonna go to law school, and then I stopped. I wanted a gap year, and that turned into 2 years, and I'm living out what I wanted to do, which is content and doing the things that makes me happy. And that came at great sacrifice. I've been through a lot in regards to the job search. I thought I could maybe take a break from school but still use my degree and like do legal work. Wasn't for me. Then I went back to a job I had in undergrad working in retail, and I love it. I love my coworkers. I love the experience. And so that's what I'm doing again. I reverted back to where I was at in undergrad when it comes to a job, and it's been refreshing. But I've also had to really focus on grace, because you get so worked up in your status quo. You get so worked up in the norm. You get so worked up in where you've been or where you were told you were going to go that you get lost and you forget who you are. You forget your dreams and your passions. And y'all, that was me. You know, I knew school wasn't hard, but realistically, I don't think nobody ever asked, like, what do you want to do? Or if they did, when I answered, they judged the answer I gave them, or they tried to put their thoughts and their beliefs of where I should be, you know. And for those of you, maybe you don't know that you're doing it. When you ask someone fresh out of school, or you ask someone who just left a certain job or whatever, what they're going to do next, you instantly give them anxiety, because most of the time we do not know. And if you really mean well for us, you will be gracious and one, mind your business and not ask if you don't have any intentions of helping, or two, if you still don't have any intent on helping, Close your mouth when they're sharing their dreams and their goals to you, because sometimes, unfortunately, the words you speak may be the reason somebody does not fulfill their dreams. And that's heavy. So that's my side note for the saints who, when I told y'all I did not know or I wanted a break, you cut me off and you said, just finish, because if you don't finish, you'll never go back. Boo, man of God, woman of God, that was your experience. That ain't gonna be mine. And if it is, it's okay. Like, just be gracious and understand that sometimes, whether you mean it with love or not, the things you say to somebody when they're being vulnerable, telling you what they want to do, can be tough. And for family who asks people or asks the youngins in your family what they want to do, we may have a dream and we may not have the blueprint. We may not have a set business plan. And when you overwhelm us with so many questions, it gets disheartening and it discourages us. Just be supportive, okay? Because you never know. Their dreams may be the reason you not live in the same house you've been in since you were 18. Y'all, if I have my water, y'all know what I would say. It's not tea, it's water. Whew, I want to rant, didn't she? Got me going. But anyway, outside of that rant, as I was saying, today is Sunday. And so I knew that this week has been hard for me. I've been in a funk. I'm like, I'm not called to do YouTube. It ain't for me. I'm not getting the views I want. Ain't nobody reposting it. Lord have mercy. You know, I got some subscribers, but I'm like, it ain't like this person's, you know? And that's our thinking comparison. Well, if this person did YouTube, y'all will be sharing it. Y'all will be reposting it. And then I got hit in the neck with just revelation about my journey. One, as I said earlier, giving myself grace. I recognize, Micah, you gave yourself enough grace to go to a predominantly white institution that was never meant for you to begin with and trust them to give you what you needed for your next leg of the journey, as if they knew you before you were in your mother's womb. No. You trusted the journey of being a freshman, sophomore, a freshman, sophomore, junior, a senior. You trusted that process. You didn't see any benefit of the degree that you were pursuing. And you really did not know if that degree you were pursuing was going to give you the outcome that you wanted to have. But you trusted that enough to go to this school for 4 years. And not just go to school, y'all. Get involved in organizations, do things, start organizations, do speakers, engagements, do all this extra stuff in addition to going to school. You trusted that entire process when that was not the thing you wanted to do to begin with. And here you are, questioning your passion, questioning your gifts because it does not align with the status quo, or because it was not the thing you told you were going to do when you were a little girl, or because for my churchy saints, that's not what this pastor prophesied to you. That's not what this person said you were going to do. Y'all, this week has been tough. I felt heavy. I felt like I wasn't doing what God called me to do. I started questioning things and I was met with so much anxiety. I'm naturally a very upbeat, outgoing. My friends say I'm crazy. I don't think so, but I'm a very outgoing, happy person. And so when I get into funks or I get into places that are dark, it's really, really tough for me because it's not my natural state of mind. That's not me. And so when I get like that, y'all, I immediately go into warfare. I immediately start praying for revelation and for discernment, and I kind of get closed off. And I need that time to reveal so much to me. So when I revealed that, one, I need to give myself more grace and trust my journey. And I also, got the revelation that, one, this is my business. It's my business. And what I want to do and the impact I want to have, everybody's not going to see the vision. And when I say everybody, I mean that may be nobody at times. There may be times where I have an idea and everyone around me like, that ain't it. But the thing is, God did not give me that vision. He did not give me that dream for me to get confirmation from the saints. When he gave it to me, that was it. That's all that needed to happen. That was the only confirmation I needed. That was the only interaction I needed to be fueled for what's to come. And so when I got that revelation that this is what I'm supposed to do, I'm running with it. So I chose Sunday. Was one of my days off. One of my days off for one. But I chose Sunday to get up, get dressed. Y'all, you see that video, the first video I posted? That was the last time I touched this camera. The audacity of me to spend all this money on this equipment and then get discouraged and say it ain't for me. I didn't post any pictures on social media. I wasn't writing. I was just in a funk. And a lot of my, people didn't notice. And granted, this is new for me. And so I'm kind of figuring out how I can encourage myself in this journey. But it hit me. It confirmed what God showed me. That this is my journey. And everybody's not going to see it. They're not going to see it at first. But maybe they're not supposed to. And honestly, I thought about it. If the people who I wanted to see my dreams and my visions 2 years ago, if they got a hint or a taste of what was to come, they would have sabotaged it. Or they would have faked it and tried to stay around and sabotage what's happening now. Oof. Yeah, I gotta get my water for the next video. I gotta take a sip off that one. But I'm realizing so much. And so if that is you, you are starting a business, pursuing music, pursuing a brand, doing a clothing line, starting a channel, or maybe you just want to write more, you want to express more. Stop looking for confirmation. Do not look for validation. Trust what God has given you. That's the only confirmation you need. I don't care if the person that you love the most does not see the vision. It's not for them to see. Boo. It's for you to see. It's for you to believe in. The only person I ever needed to repost my stuff, share my stuff, like my stuff, support my stuff, pay for my stuff, finance my stuff was one God, then it was me. And when I tapped into the self-belief that I needed, and the self-esteem and the things that I needed to really get this stuff going, I said enough is enough. Y'all, woke up, she did her makeup, okay? I got my hair done this week too. I'm gonna put her at name down there. By Simone. If you're in Indianapolis, it's at the lock-in. I'll add all the information, so stay tuned. But I got my hair done. Then I woke up this morning. I, got my makeup together. Found me some cute outfits in my closet. And I was like, you know what? Prop your camera up with this tripod and go to a park and take pictures. Thankfully, one of my good friends, Aniqua, came with me because, y'all, I forgot the tripod. But she came with me, and she's a photographer, and I'll add her information as well. And she took my pictures on my camera, and y'all, I'm so encouraged and I'm so inspired because it reminded me of what I'm doing and why I'm here. Sometimes you have to dress it up and make it real, boo. You have to really go full-fledged for the things that you're doing, because you can see it in your head, but you may not be encouraged until you touch it, until you feel it, until it becomes real. If you wanna start a clothing line, start it. And can't nobody rock it better than you. You have to kind of touch it and feel it and become one with it, so you are inspired by it. And that's exactly what I did today. I couldn't keep looking at the other content influencers that I'm inspired by. I kept comparing what I was doing to what they're doing. And my brother, he told me, he was like, you know what? Everybody starts somewhere. Every famous person you see starts with one like, starts with one view, starts with one support, starts with one share. It all starts somewhere. Yeah, see, I be rhyming. I don't be meaning to, but I do. Oh, it happened again. Okay, I ain't gonna rhyme no more. I had another word in my head, but I ain't gonna say it. Anywho, that's what I did this week or today. I spent time praying. I spent time talking to God. I spent time encouraging myself. And then today, I made it a reality by doing what I needed to do. And that's what I'm going to do. Keep believing in myself. Keep encouraging myself, even when things get tough. And it's odd because I encourage all of you, but literally I can't forget about Micah. I can't forget about me. And so that's my minutes of encouraging you this week. You're lost, you're confused, you're getting discouraged. What do? Trust God's journey for your life. One, trust what's happening in your life. Trust the alignment that's occurring. And just believe in yourself. And if you had a business and you stopped it for whatever reason, this is a perfect time to get back to it. I am praying that those of you who are watching this that are experiencing any kind of doubt, disbelief, disheartening emotions, not believing in yourself, maybe you have anxiety attached to you releasing something, trust God. Be encouraged in knowing that the gift you have, the story you have, the business that's in your heart to release and to start could be the very reason somebody else makes it. That alone is the fuel and the fire you need to keep going. That alone is the fuel and the fire you need to know that you're called for this. And I'm not saying you have to be attached to anything that's faith-based. Yes, I'm a faith-based entrepreneur and content influencer, but maybe you just want to design shoes. Maybe you want to sell some bundles, sis. Maybe you want to sell some lashes. Maybe you just want to do nails. Maybe you want to dibble and dab into different fields. Trust that. Because you never know how you making somebody else feel good about themselves can be the very reason they make it the next day. I was in my bag and the video stopped. So I hope this focus is together. Oh, I can't. The devil's a liar. Give me a minute. I just can't believe, y'all. Oh, I was in my bag. But as I was saying, get back into it. If that is you and you are feeling discomfort and you're not, and you're just feeling off, trust your process. Trust what God has for you. Get back to it. If you stopped a business because you felt like you didn't have what you needed, start it up. If you were kind of hesitant, get back to planning. If you started it a little bit and kind of was discouraged or delayed or some things didn't happen, just do it. Somebody needs to hear your story. Somebody needs to be encouraged by your dedication. Somebody needs to be influenced by your impact. And that is my prayer for all of you today, that you fuel back up and you recharge and you get the things you need around you, in you, to believe that you are equipped for the job. You have been assigned this task, and if you weren't qualified, if you weren't called to do what you're supposed to do, you wouldn't have that in you when something isn't right. You wouldn't have that feeling when something doesn't align with what you are destined and called to do. So trust that, lean into that, believe in that. And my hope and my prayer is that as you begin to walk that journey, you're able to encourage somebody else to do the same. As always, thank you so much for tuning into my channel as we take our journey from trauma to triumph. It's your girl, Micah B. Thank you so much for tuning in. Y'all stay up.